Scott Nations. He's the founder and president of Nations Indexes. Scott, what are you doing with Macy's?
Tyler, Macy's is a sell. And I hate to pile on while the stock's already down 48% year to date. People say, where were you in January? But it's never too late to make the right investment decision. And for Macy's, both sales and EPS are expected to decline in both 2024, 2025. Yes, the stock is very cheap and boasts a 6% dividend, but the question is for how long? And it's tough to imagine it's going to be very much longer. It's also really tough to imagine a strategy that's going to work for Macy's.
Yeah, you don't see a path forward. You don't see a path forward.
No, I mean, they have been through several strategies, and it's tough to see one that might work for a department store name like Macy's. The short interest is over 11%, so I'm not certain I would short it. But if I owned it now, I would not own it when the bell rings at the end of the day.
Let me just ask a quick follow-up to that, Scott. I mean, what do you think the company strategically should do? We can all see that its prospects have vastly diminished.
Yeah, many of these companies have tried an online strategy, and you have to think that there's going to be something there if in an innovative online strategy that doesn't require people to come into the store. That has to be what they focus on. Look at what Amazon has been able to do with almost everything. And Macy's needs to go down that road because they're not going to be able to compete with Nordstrom.
Wow. Well, competing with Amazon seems like an even taller task, but I take your point. Let's talk about Target, kind of in the mix with all of these names we mentioned. Higher today. It's had a really tough year. It reports on Wednesday. Evercore ISI adding a tactical outperform on shares into earnings. It's off 27% since Jan 1. Would you buy it here?
I would not. In fact, I would be a seller of this as well. The retail space is just very, very difficult for everybody, essentially, except Amazon and Costco. Target was once my favorite mass merchandiser to shop in. That's passed. And they've executed just really poorly, almost horribly. Their solution to shrinkage and shoplifting has been worse than the disease. And it's tough to imagine that. They now have very low inventory. They're trying to cut it very close. So it's tough for them to even take advantage of what would be a sales bump. And given that they have very low inventory going into Christmas, it's tough to see how Christmas is going to be the savior, if you will, for the company. They have a much better chance than Macy's of bouncing back, but I think they really have to rethink their strategy.
All right, let's move on to another one, kind of a forgotten tech stock. Cisco Systems also reports on Wednesday. Shares flat today, recently got downgraded by multiple analysts. So what's your trade here? What do you think of Cisco?
We had to get out of retail to find a buy, but Cisco is that buy. And Tyler, you and I can probably remember when Cisco was one of the biggest companies in the world, if not the biggest company in the world.
It was the bomb for a while there.
Absolutely. And unfortunately, it's been a long time. But the PE right now is less than 13, a strong business. It doesn't have to go through great growth in order to earn that EPS because, again, the PE ratio, because, again, it's below 13. It's likely to gain as much in their own product sector from AI, from incorporating AI, as any company in technology. And so you talked about boggleheads earlier. You know, they all love a great company at a good price, and that is Cisco right now.
All right, so that one's a buy, two sells and a buy. You got thumbs down on Macy's and Target, thumbs up on Cisco. Scott Nations, thank you.
Thanks.
Going to be a rough retail earnings season if he's right.